Our story begins during a dark period for the Israelites who were oppressed by the Philistines for 40 years. In the town of Zorah there lived a man named Manoah from the tribe of Dan. Manoah's wife was barren and had no children. One day the angel of the Lord appeared to her and said, "You are barren and childless, but you are going to become pregnant and give birth to a son. Now see to it that you drink no wine or other fermented drink, and that you do not eat anything unclean. You will become pregnant and have a son whose head is never to be touched by a razor, because the boy is to be a Nazirite dedicated to God from the womb.
And eat nothing unclean.
He will take the lead in delivering Israel from the hands of the Philistines." Excited and amazed, the woman ran to tell her husband about the angel message. Manoah prayed to the Lord, asking him to send the angel again to teach them how to bring up the boy.
Strengthen my faith against this doubt.
God heard Manoah's prayer and the angel returned.
Attend now to
Manoah asked the angel, "When your words are fulfilled, what is to be the rule that governs the boy's life and work?"
Follow your command.
The angel reiterated the instructions. Manoah's wife must do all that he had commanded her.
You must follow my instructions concerning the child.
Soon after, Manoah's wife gave birth to a son, and they named him Samson. As Samson grew, the Lord blessed him, and the Spirit of the Lord began to stir him while he was in Mahanadan between Zorah and Eshtaol. As a young man, Samson went down to Timnah, where he saw a Philistine woman. He returned home and told his parents, "I have seen a Philistine woman in Timnah. Now get her for me as my wife." His parents were dismayed that he wanted to marry a Philistine, asking, "Isn't there an acceptable woman among your relatives or among all our people? Must you go to the uncircumcised Philistines to get a wife?"
Your worries are unfounded, old man. The Lord.
But Samson insisted, "Get her for me. She's the right one for me."
I will do as I please.
His parents did not know that this was from the Lord, who was seeking an occasion to confront the Philistines. On his way to Timnah, Samson encountered a young lion. The forest was dense and the path narrow, when suddenly a roar pierced the air. A young lion, fierce and wild, charged at Samson. The Spirit of the Lord came powerfully upon him, and with a surge of divine strength, Samson tore the lion apart with his bare hands as one might tear a young goat. The carcass of the lion lay in pieces, a testament to Samson's incredible strength. But he told neither his father nor his mother what he had done. Later, when he returned to marry the woman, he turned aside to look at the lion's carcass. In it he saw a swarm of bees and some honey. He scooped out the honey with his hands and ate it as he went along. When he rejoined his parents, he gave them some, and they too ate it.
Of the promised land. We are grateful.
But he did not tell them that he had taken the honey from the lion's carcass. At the wedding feast in Timnah, Samson proposed a riddle to his 30 Philistine companions. "Let me tell you a riddle,"
Gentlemen,
Samson said to them. "If you
I
can
have
give
a
me the
wager
answer
for
within the
you.
7 days of the
Solve
feast,
my
I will give you
riddle
30
within the
linen
week,
garments and
and
30
you
sets of
shall
clothes."
have your reward. I
"If you
propose
can't
this
tell me the
wager.
answer,
If
you
can
must
solve
give
my
me
riddle
30
within
linen
7 days, I'll
garments
give
and
you
30
30
sets of
fine
clothes."
garments. If not, you owe me the same.
"Tell us your
challenge is
riddle," they said.
accepted.
"Let's
This
hear
should
it."
prove most amusing. We
He
out of the
replied, "Out of
eater,
the eater something to eat, out of the
out of
strong
the
something
strong,
sweet.
something sweet. How can
For
honey
3
come from a
days
lion?
they could
It is
not give the
absurd.
answer.
We swore an oath. Someone must pay.
On the 4th day they said
Your
to Samson's
tears
wife,
are
"Coax your husband
tiresome."
into explaining the riddle for us, or we will burn you and your father's household to death.
This noise.
Did you invite
Your
us here
tears are
to steal our
tiresome.
property?"
Very well, I will tell you my riddle, but
Then Samson's
Your
wife
tears
threw
are
herself on him,
tiresome.
sobbing, "You
very
hate me,
well,
you
I will
don't
tell
really
you my
love me.
riddle, but cease this noise.
You've given my people a riddle, but you haven't told me the answer. I haven't even explained it to my father or mother," he replied, "so why should I explain it to
You
you?"
worry too much, woman. Go back to the feast.
She
What is
cried the whole
sweeter
7
than
days of the
honey?
feast,
What
so
is
on the 7th
stronger
day
than a
he finally told her
lion?
because she continued to press
I
him.
hope you're happy now.
She
Out
in
of the
turn
strong
explained
came
the
forth
riddle to her
sweetness.
people.
The lion and the hovey.
Before sunset
is
on the 7th
sweeter
day,
than
the men of the
honey?
town said
And
to him,
what
"What
is
is sweeter than
stronger
honey?
than a
What is stronger than a lion?" Samson said to
plowed with
them,
my
"If you had
heifer."
not plowed with my heifer, you would not have solved my riddle." Then the Spirit of the Lord came powerfully upon him.
Then I sell her again for 12 pounds. So what's the...
He went down to Ashkelon, struck down 30 of their men, stripped them of everything, and gave their clothes to those who had explained the riddle.
So what's the profit?
Burning with anger, he returned to his father's home.
Had not plowed with my heifer, you would
And Samson's wife was given to one of his companions who had attended him at the feast. Later
Father,
on
don't
during the
make
wheat
me.
harvest, Samson took a young goat and went to
You
visit
must
his
go,
wife.
Child. It is settled.
He said, "I'm going to my wife's room," but her father would not let him go in. "I was so sure you hated her," he said, "that I gave her to your companion."
You have done this without my consent.
Isn't her younger sister more attractive?
Rejected her, so I gave her to your friend.
Take
My
her
lord,
instead.
I beg you, do not be displeased. Look, my
Samson
lord.
said to them,
Here
"This
is her
time I
younger
have a
sister.
right to get
Please
even with the
take her.
Philistines.
She is even more beautiful than the other.
I will really harm them." So he went out and caught 300 foxes
I
and
will
tail them
repay
tail
you
to
for this
tail in
insult.
pairs. He then fastened a torch to every pair of tails, lit the torches, and let the foxes loose in the standing grain of the Philistines. Fields were ablaze, the smell of burning crops filled the air, and the cries of the Philistines echoed as their livelihood went up in flames. He burned up the shocks and standing grain together with the vineyards and olive groves. When the Philistines asked who did this, they were told Samson, the Timnite son-in-law, because his wife was given to his companion.
Who is
So the
responsible for
Philistines
this?
went up
Where
and
did the
burned her
culprit
and
go?
her
Tell us
father's
now.
house
He
down.
went towards Timnah. That way.
Samson said to them, "Since you've acted like this, I swear that I won't stop until I get my revenge on you." He attacked them viciously and slaughtered many of them. Then he went down and stayed in a cave in the rock of Etam. The Philistines went up and camped in Judah, spreading out near Lehi. The people of Judah asked, "Why have you come to fight us?"
Our victory is a...
Why do
We
you
have
demand
come
this
to
tribute
take
from us?
Samson
We have
prisoner,
done
they
nothing
answered
wrong.
to do
Your
to him
loyalty
as he
means
did
nothing,
to
young
us.
man. Pay up or suffer the consequences. I
Then
want him
3,000 men
found.
from Judah went
And I
down to the
want him
cave in the
brought
rock
to
of
me
Etam
at
and
the
said to
rock
Samson,
of
"Don't you realize
Etam."
that the Philistines are rulers over us?
Understand.
Do you
What
not
have
know
you
that the
done to
Philistines
us?"
rule over us? Why have you done this? Come
He
out,
answered,
I
"I
beg you.
merely
Your
did to them
hiding
what
puts
they
the
did
whole
to me."
village at risk. Stop this foolishness.
They said
that
to
all
him,
of
"We've
them?
come to tie you up
Honestly,
and hand
I
you over to
expected
the
more of a
Philistines."
challenge. Go send the rest.
Samson said, "Swear to
We are
me
the
that you
sons
won't
of
kill me
Judah.
yourselves."
Come out!
Agreed, they answered, "We will only
you've
tie
come
you up and
crawling
hand you
back.
over to them.
What makes you think I should help you this time?
We will not kill you."
A why?
So they
I
bound
give you
him
my
with 2 new
solemn
ropes
promise.
and led him up from the
Your
rock.
secret is safe with me.
As he
Finally,
approached
he is
Lehi,
taken.
the Philistines
Bring
came
him to
toward
the
him
Philistines.
shouting. The Spirit of the Lord came powerfully upon him.
He is fighting.
The ropes on his arms became like charred flax, and the bindings dropped from his hands. Finding a fresh jawbone of a donkey, he grabbed it and struck down 1,000 men. The ground was littered with the fallen Samson standing tall, blooded but victorious, the jawbone clutched in his hand. Then Samson said, "With a donkey's jawbone I have made donkeys of them. With a donkey's
1,000 men with a
jawbone I have
single
killed
jawbone.
1,000 men."
Who else could do this but...
When he
The
finished
jawbone of a
speaking, he threw
donkey,
away the
heaps
jawbone,
upon
and the
heaps.
place was
With
called
the jawbone
Ramath
of a
Lehi,
donkey have I slain 1,000 men.
because he was very thirsty. He cried out to the Lord, "You have given your servant this great victory. Must I now die of thirst and
Please,
fall
God, give
into
me
the
water.
hands of the uncircumcised?"
desperate.
Then God opened up the
Lord,
hollow place
give
in
me
Lehi,
strength just
and
this
water
once.
came out of
Let
it.
me not die here in weakness.
When Samson drank, his strength returned and he revived. So the spring was called En-Hakkor, and it is still there in Lehi. One day Samson went to Gaza, where he saw a beautiful woman. He went in to spend the night with her. The people of Gaza were told Samson is here. So they surrounded the place and lay in wait for him all night at the city gate.
Yes, bring him now.
They made no move during the night, saying at dawn we'll kill him.
Alert him.
He walks right into our trap.
Wait
But
here in the
Samson
shadows,
lay there
men.
only until
When
the
moon
middle of the
reaches its
night.
peak, that gate will fall, and the city...
Then he got up and took hold of the doors of the city gate together with the 2 posts, and tore them loose, bar and all. He lifted them to his shoulders and carried them to the top of the hill that faces Hebron. The sheer power required to uproot and carry city gates was a display of Samson's incredible strength and defiance. Sometime later, he fell in love with a woman in the valley of Sorek, whose name was Delilah. The rulers of the Philistines went to her and said, "See if you can lure him into showing you the secret of his great strength and how we can overpower him, so we may tie him up and subdue him.
Secret with me.
Each one of us will
and
give
the
you
silver is
1,100
yours."
shekels of
Samson
silver."
will be betrayed by morning.
So Delilah said to Samson, "Tell me the secret of your great strength and how you can be tied up and subdued." Samson answered her, "If anyone ties me with 7 fresh bow strings that have not been dried, I'll become as weak as any other man."
Where does your great strength come from?
Come from.
Come from.
Come from. Come from. Come from. Come from. Come from. Come from. Come from. Come from. Come from. Come from. Come from. Come from. Come from. Come from. Come from. Come from. Come from. Come from. Come from. Come from. Come from. Come from. Come from. Come from. Come from. Come from. Come from. Come from. Come from. Come from. Come from. Come from. Come from. Come from. Come from. Come from. Come from. Come from. Come from. Come from. Come from. Come from. Come from. Come from. Come from. Come from. Come from. Come from. Come from. Come from. Come from. Come from. Come from. Come from. Come from. Come from. Come from. Come from. Come from. Come from. Come from. Come from. Come from. Come from. Come from. Come from. Come from. Come from. Come from. Come from. Come from. Come from. Come from. Come from. Come from. Come from. Come from. Come from. Come from. Come from. Come from.
Then the rulers of the Philistines brought her 7 fresh bowstrings that have not been dried, and she tied him with them.
About your forfeit.
With men hidden in the room, she called to him, Samson, the Philistines are upon you. But he snapped the bowstrings as easily as a piece of string snaps when it comes close to a flame. Then Delilah said to Samson, you have made a fool of me. You lied to me. Come now, tell me how you can be tied.
Your secrets. Do you think I am a
He replied, if you weave the 7 braids of my head into the fabric on the loom and tighten it with the pin, I'll become as weak as any other man.
Strength come from?
So while he was sleeping, Delilah took the 7 braids of his head, wove them into the fabric, and tightened it with the pin.
Strength vanishes like smoke.
Again she called to him, Samson, the Philistines are upon you. He awoke from his sleep and pulled up the pin and the loom with the fabric. Then she said to him, how can you say I love you when you won't confide in me? This is the 3rd time you have made a fool of me and haven't told me the secret of your great strength.
You have mocked me these 3 times and have not told.
With such words she prodded him day after day until he was sick to death of it.
Where does your great strength come from?
So he told her everything.
You have mocked me these 3 times.
No razor has ever been used on my hair, he said, because I have been a Nazirite dedicated to God from my mother's womb.
Like any other man.
If my head were shaved, my strength would leave me, and I would become as weak as any other man.
It is everything.
When Delilah saw that he had told her everything, she sent word to the rulers of the Philistines, come back, once more he has told me everything. So the rulers of the Philistines returned with the silver in their hands. After putting him to sleep on her lap, she called for someone to shave off the 7 braids of his hair, and so began to subdue him.
The price of this much silver.
And his strength left him. Then she called, Samson, the Philistines are upon you. He awoke from his sleep and thought, I'll go out as before and shake myself free. But he did not know that the Lord had left him. Then the Philistines seized him, gouged out his eyes, and took him down to Gaza. Binding him with bronze shackles, they set him to grinding grain in the prison. But the hair on his head began to grow again after it had been shaved. Now the rulers of the Philistines assembled to offer a great sacrifice to Dagon their god and to celebrate, saying, our God has delivered Samson our enemy into our hands. When the people saw him, they praised their God, saying, our God has delivered our enemy into our hands, the one who laid waste our land and multiplied our slain. While they were in high spirits, they shouted, bring out Samson to entertain us.
Praise be to Dagon.
And he performed for them.
Make him perform for us now.
When they stood him among the pillars, Samson said to the servant who held his hand, put me where I can feel the pillars that support the temple, so that I may lean against them. Now the temple was crowded with men and women.
I must touch them.
All the rulers of the Philistines were there, and on the roof were about 3,000 men and women watching Samson perform. Then Samson prayed to the Lord, sovereign Lord, remember me.
He's so strong. Is the
Please God, strengthen me just once more and let me with one blow get revenge on the Philistines for my 2 eyes. Then Samson reached toward the 2 central pillars on which the temple stood.
That I may be avenged.
Bracing himself against them, his right hand on the one and his left hand on the other. Samson said, "Let me die with the Philistines." Then he pushed with all his might, and down came the temple on the rulers and all the people in it. The ground shook, the walls crumbled, and the cries of the Philistines filled the air as the temple collapsed.
Strengthen me just this once.
Thus he killed many more when he died than while he lived. Then his brothers and his father's whole family went down to get him. They brought him back and buried him between Zorah and Eshtaol in the tomb of Manoah his father. One note: the original text Ramoth Lehi, Jawbone Height, and En Hakor, Spring of the Collar, are proper place names and have been retained for accuracy. The following sentences, 148 to 155, appear to be an epilogue or commentary added to the original story, not part of the Samson narrative itself. I will format and create prompts for them as requested. He had led
son,
Israel 20
You
years.
brought the temple down. Rest now.
The life of Samson is a powerful reminder of how God can use even flawed individuals to accomplish his purposes. Samson's extraordinary strength was matched only by his human weaknesses. Yet in the end he fulfilled his divine mission. Through his life we learn about the importance of faith, the dangers of temptation, and the ultimate sovereignty of God's will. Do you want your children and other families around the world to learn the Bible through animated movies? Then here's your chance to help make that happen.
God's will.
Our vision is to create full-length Bible movies that tell all the stories leading to Jesus, something mainstream media like Disney would never do.
Isn't he?
All of our content is free and available on YouTube, but ad revenue alone is not enough to support our mission. By joining our community on Patreon, we can together create these incredible films and spread the Bible stories to the next generation. In return, we offer you exclusive perks for your entire family. Thank you for being a part of this amazing mission. If you enjoyed this video, please subscribe to our channel and press the bell for notifications of our newest videos. Make sure to like the video, comment your thoughts, and share it with your friends and family. Thank you for watching.